I will slump the deer over my shoulders and just carry it.
It's a big deal. Make a strength check. You know what?
I'm a Goliath because
I forgot.
I'm a badass. I'm basically Kratos.
Didn't it say you count as large?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, sure. You carry the deer
But the
without.
deer is actually large, so
I mean,
or the Ifilkir is also just actually large.
make a strength saving throw at advantage. Just for the hell of it.
Also, all of that happens in game. Like everyone goes to raise him and put him on top of Ifilkir, and Lahar just comes up and picks it up and slumps over his shoulders with no effort.
Wait, so do I have to roll now, or?
Yeah, just roll a strength saving throw.
You said at advantage?
Yeah.
I think whichever happens here with this roll, it'll be incredibly funny.
33, yeah.
23.
I mean, I wasn't really asking for like if you can carry it. The only question is how energy consuming it would be and trouble. Just.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll make our way back. Actually, I will tell Lahran to just like set up near the town and prepare the deer there, and wait for the father to get back, and then we'll come.
Yeah, in that case, I will get rid of all the parts of the deer, like take all the organs, tan the skin, and all that.
Basically, use all of the deer.
Yeah.
Make a survival check.
Oh boy.
Erevan is half helping, just half. Well, actually, he's not helping.
Ow!
He has no clue what the fuck he's doing.
Can I have advantage?
You can have half advantage.
All right. I'm gonna roll at advantage and let's see what the rolls. Both of them.
Artie, you can borrow the ring of Roundup to our friend. Just roll at advantage.
Everyone is more just
I just
looking to
realised
see
that.
what happens.
I mean,
I just realised Artie went with you to the house, so I'm just standing in the corner in the kitchen, just very quietly pretending not to be there at the moment.
Listening to our old stories.
I would have told you to come with us to at least outside of the house.
and
Okay, that's all right then.
Tigan is just doing the same as you. Tigan is just
Yeah.
not leaving your side, just standing there, one-handed, and fuck. All right.
Does he have one hand again?
Because one hand was cut off because
Yeah, we don't know why, right?
Okay.
well, it was cut off and Goblin had one of the hands. You can assume he did it because he had interest in it, but you know. It's
Okay. Okay. Not forget that ask.
it wasn't really
It's alright, man. It's alright.
it wasn't really explained. So yeah.
As far as we know, he's always had just one hand. As far
Okay then.
But
he
you
was
have
born with one hand.
you have seen his hand. You have sold his hand. Not sold, but you have brought the gold for it.
Sure.
Yeah, if you remember, that was like the thing that you gave away to like get the reward. Yeah.
I'm remembering. I'm just saying the way you put it is makes it sound a lot.
I'm horrible at
different.
You took his hand and sold it to him.
I'm horrible at explaining stuff, but basically yes. Yeah, you are very good at making a deer not a deer anymore, and just like a few hours later, like a few minutes later, you give the woman the meat which she uses to cook, and you take this stuff and like now you have a bunch of bones that you can use. Organs? I don't know. You give her the meat, the edible stuff, and you have the non-edible deer now, which you can note down. You have the I don't know how to note it. Just
I will note a couple things down.
you have the
Once
non.
we give her the thing, we go back into the forest just to not pop until the father comes.
Yeah, and after an hour or so, you see that a man slowly steps towards the house, dragging a cart behind him through the fields on a small dirt road, which you believe was mainly made by him for himself.
We're not trying to stay unnoticed, but we're not making any motions to hail them or anything.
Are you coming to the house as well?
No, we'll give them like 20 minutes to discuss things between themselves, and then we'll
Yeah. You as you well, you know what? Let's make a quick roll.
and we're placed in a way that he should see, but we're like far away. You know what I mean?
As you slowly after a few moments look after he entered, there is a loud scream of anger coming from the house. Birds flying away, and then just silence. At least as far as you can see. 20 minutes pass. What do you guys do?
If the house is quiet by now, we'll approach.
After one loud scream, the house was quiet, at least as far as you know. And as you approach, well, I assume you knock on the door?
Yep, we'll knock on the door.
Well, a man opens the door, and he just looks at you, and you can hear in the background a woman crying. He has definitely cried, but he's not crying right now, at least. And he opens the door, and so you brought him back.
Yep.
He opens the door and takes a step back. Please come in.
We'll just solemnly walk in. Go see.
After you all come in, he closes the door behind you, and you see the woman sitting on the bed, crying, sobbing quietly. Let's just.
I'll turn back to the man. Is there anything you want us to do with the body?
What can you do with the body? Are you a priest of the? I've heard that you do have a connection to the Green Goddess, but do you
I'm
have
a
the authority?
champion.
Ah.
I'm not entirely sure how much authority I have, but I can do what I'll do what I can.
I thank you very much. Please let's eat something, and yeah, he goes up to the pot in which he cooked some stuff and grabs 4 wooden bowls. Apparently the only wooden bowls that he has, and he looks at you. How many are you again?
Caravan, Alice, Tigan, and Lahran are there, right?
Yeah. Do you by any chance have 2 more bowls or something?
I'll pull up my own. I will pull up my own bowl and.
We'll have a mess kit, which is not exactly a bowl that can be used to eat.
Yeah.
I assume.
I mean, the mess kit contains a bowl, or at least like a metallic bowl, and he takes them and gives everyone a good like spoonful, like the big spoonful, and sits down on the bed with his wife and offers you to take the table, but not really forcing you, and just hugging the wife, feeding her feeding him slightly, like both the man on the verge of crying, the woman crying. Food is good, A14, but you can see really concentrating on the food, and she was more crying. The food is kind of salty. You are not sure whether it is due to the tears or the salt that she used, perhaps a bit too much.
Did we just eat tears?
Well, she was crying a lot, but you assume that she just used a bit too much salt. She did not necessarily cry into the cooking pot. It was more figuratively than literally.
Okay.
She's mourning.
Yep.
Not the best food, but good food.
Unless there's like a particular moment where they say something, I'll eat everything inside. Try to comfort them, like just by my presence, not by saying.
Make a general charisma check. The champion of the Green Goddess is indeed calming, although not necessarily the end of all suffering, but calming. After after you ate, he gets up to you. May I offer you another spoonful? As he places,
I'll just smile and nod and offer the bowl.
he takes the bowl, fills it again, and gives it to you. Anyone else?
Take some.
He takes your bowl as well, and gives you some more food. Well, he sits down with his wife again, just hugging her, waiting for you to finish your food. Quietly, waiting.
Seeing that Laurent will just keep eat his food quickly.
And after you're done, he comes up to you again. Bit more?
I'm not hungry anymore. I think we should go and let you keep to yourself. We owe you that much.
We thank you very much for being here, and do me a favor. If you find the people who did this to my son, kill them.
We certainly will.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry. He takes the bowl and wants to place it with the rest of his bowls, but then realizes that it is your bowl. He awkwardly puts it back on the table and
It's quite alright.
just gets back to his wife. After Aravan finishes, he comes up to you again and offers you another bowl.
Are they also eating more than one bowl? Or?
They just ate one bowl each.
I think I'm good. Maybe now it's time to
Um,
say a final word for the kid.
if we are living in a very faraway place, and me and my wife wanted to be buried besides the house where my father was buried, her father was buried, and well, no priest of the Green Goddess would come out here to bury him. Would you do us the honor and bury our son
Gladly.
as the official? Thank you very much. And they take the son and bring him to the back of the house. The father grabs a shovel and starts shoveling a grave.
Seeing that, I will help him.
I'll help.
Yeah.
I just realized that ceremony is actually also a paladin spell.
Yeah.
I can't cast this. I don't have the silver itself.
Because who takes that on a level up?
Well, I could prepare it if I was it.
After a long night, after a long rest, you could offer them to that you need to consult with your goddess and need a night to.
Well, I specifically need 25 gold worth of powdered silver, which I assume they don't have. So I'm just going to go through the motions of casting the spell.
I mean, you do have silver coins, don't you?
If you rule that would work, sure.
I mean, if you powder them.
I don't have 25 gold worth of silver. That's a lot.
Is the material of the silver coin as worth as much as the coin itself?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would
Wait,
imagine that's under the intent of the spell. It would.
an
I mean,
economy that actually works? What?
I mean, I have no idea, to be quite honest. But let's just say yes. Let's just say each coin is worth as much as they are.
I mean, the spell doesn't actually have any effect that matters. I just want to go through the motions of, like, if I were pretend like I was casting it. Say,
I mean, you could pretend. You could also just cast the spell, but up to you. And as you finish shoveling the grave, they look at you. Is there any preparations that you need to take? When can we start with the burial?
let's go get the child.
They go into the house, grab the child, place him in the grave, and stand behind you, looking down, hands folded.
I'll place him down, then say just like ramble mostly in Elvish. I mean, a mixture of Elvish and Celestial. I don't quite know Celestial, but I assume I've heard some people talk. So I just make it sound like Celestial.
Okay, make a wisdom check and a charisma check. Deception.
Okay, wisdom.
Deception, charisma check. You do have a connection to the Green Goddess, and the Green Goddess is with you, and you saying prayers for the kid and rambling for the kid is honorable. The Green Goddess would say yes, although you are not sure whether you are qualified.
Oh
And
no, Erwin is sure he's not qualified.
well,
He's doing this purely just to make the parents feel better.
at least in the divine sense, the Green Goddess might not see you as that much qualified. She respects your attempt, even with a -1. She does respect your attempt, but you are not sure whether she sees you as qualified. But she looks at you smilingly, at least. You have a feeling. And the parents will make an insight check. Give me.
Can I also do some customs my tribe did when we did some burials?
Are you asking them?
Yeah.
Please, it would be an honor.
Then I will
Do the
prepare
parents
some.
understand Elvish or stuff?
I got none of that.
They do not quite seem to trust your ramblings and stuff. They see that you are not really knowing what you are doing, but they are not mad. They are just tired, sad.
After I'm done rambling, I'll let Lachlan
They are happy that you care.
do whatever he.
Yeah.
And what are your customs? What do you do?
I guess you would normally like take the body to like a high mountain and then burn it like a fire barrel. Then scatter the because mountain stuff, because mountain people, that's it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So do you do that?
So I will like
Lachlan just picks up the body and runs off with it.
and yeets it away. No, Laran will like get like like a stone, maybe like a gravestone, and carve some runes into it, and like make a small pendant, and just place it on the grave of like a I don't know of what specifically.
Yeah,
Maybe of like a light of the green goddess symbol, maybe.
make just again general crafting check,
Ah, come on!
and follow that up with a charisma check, and depending on the roll, you get advantage.
Okay.
Sure, 15 gets advantage.
Alright, charisma.
You know what? Make it a performance check. That's the opposite.
That doesn't change anything. Advantage or disadvantage?
Advantage. It's a 15.
Alright,
It's good.
alright. -1.
Barbarians are not known for putting their proficiencies in charisma.
You are more comforting than the random priest, but than the random champion. But they are
It's
after both of you are done, they are smiling and
it's more that it's not like accustomed to what they are used to, and I'm trying to do my best by my standards, and I just cannot compete really.
although they are like it's like a random guy from a faraway land honors their son. Like someone cares. It doesn't matter whether it's good, whether it's bad. They just care. It's all good. I
Yeah.
mean, it.
Looking on the bright side for them, now they have one self-esteem. Their
I will
grandchildren.
also I will
Well,
also in Giant carve in the runes for Brave in the tombstone.
oh god.
Oh no!
Not what wasn't actually intended as a joke, but that it just fits.
Guess who's,
It
guess
was
who's
a
getting
brave
closer
kid.
to?
Come on.
Saint Nick is the highest order.
For the record, I interpreted it as a heartwarming thing, not as a.
Thank you, at least one of you.
It is a heartwarming thing. The irony is just there, okay? Okay, the parents do not know what it means, and they turn what what does this mean, if I may ask? Just out of curiosity.
Means he was a brave soul.
Inquisitive, brave soul, yeah. I just hope his bravery isn't what killed him in the end. Though, like,
As
the,
he's saying that, I'll hand him out a shovel and invite him to
the mother
fill up the grave.
the mother just stops speaking and just takes a swallows and closes her eyes and just tries not to cry again as the father grabs the shovel and starts shoveling the grave again.
So much internal screaming.
Well, after the grave is closed again, they look at each other and just look down at the grave and smile thankfully.
I assume they put something to mark the grave. Or
They
what do you-
didn't you make a gravestone?
Yep.
Yeah, they placed a
Oh,
gravestone,
that was.
smiling. Nice. It's something. Someone cared.
It isn't much, but hopefully this helps you through the time, and I'll hand them 5 gold and the mostly empty bottle of wine that I have.
It's far more than any of us could have ever asked for. They take it and smile. And the mother then also runs into the house and after a few moments comes back with a, well, straw teddy bear and hands it to you.
Mhm. I'll take
Please.
good care of it.
Thank you very much. How did he call him again? He called him Mr. Sniffles.
I'm definitely just writing that into my character sheet with no comment.
Yeah, thank you very much, and I hope Mr. Sniffles will bring you luck. And she then hands a piece of coal to Luran.
This is
Is
Christmas again. Oh no.
I'm sorry, there is not much we can give you, but this, and she then hands you a small piece of paper showing what seems to be a child's drawing of something. You are not very certain what it could be. It's not like the best drawing, but shows some kind of humanoid shape.
Does it perchance look like a halfling?
It's like, oh,
Sorry.
it looks like a few big people and a small guy.
Maybe the kid saw something very important, and it's like a DM hint.
And another small guy.
Mm.
You
And
get
the
a
dog?
you get a picture of a few big guys, 2 small guys, and that's it. No
Okay.
dog, but with like 2 dots at the top, and a small at the bottom right. There is like the 3 letters T, O, and M.
Aw.
And you see that it was made with a piece of coal. And you have a feeling if you don't take good care of it, it will wash away.
Yeah, I will put that in my pouch.
They smile and thank you very much. We'll stay here for a few moments and
You take your time.
thank you very much. We cannot thank you any bit. And the father hands the rest of the wine to the mother, who then starts drinking it and gives like more or less half of it back to the father, who also drinks the rest of it. And they place a bottle of wine down and just stare at the grave,
We will quietly leave.
slightly glassy eyes as you leave. The mourning family. Well, after a few moments, you reach the cart again with a Drogo holding a beer brewing device filled with red liquor and a Cura and a sleeping Gil who is lying on the cart.
Ryan still refuses to go into the cart, so he just walks beside it.
I guess I should have mentioned. I cast Purify food and drink on the elk before we give it. As
On
a
the what?
custom that on the elk, on the deer.
Ah, okay, sure. And something else that is there is that it is now dark. It's already dark. It's very late.
Let's just make camp. And I start taking things out from the.
Fire, and there's fire burning, and Drogo is sitting there next to the fire. And Gil is sleeping.
I'll sit next to Drew.
Laurent will keep as much distance from Drogo as possible.
But sitting on the fire?
He will make his own fire. He will not sit in the same fire.
You make a fire on the other side of the cart.
Yeah, basically.
Alright. On the other side of the road.
Yeah.
Protected by the cart. Alright, anything that anyone wants... actually, Tygan sits there with you. Slightly afraid of the big angry guy, but more afraid of the killing guy.
The big angry guy is more, what do you call it?
Dangerous.
He's kind.
Kinda, yeah, he's very kind, and he respects that.
Yeah.
You are
tries.
you are still a big angry guy and scary, but you try. And that's why he is sitting with you and not with a child murderer.
I'm not murdering everybody, just mindlessly.
Although you are murdering people as well, just not children.
I'm murdering people who's trying to murder people. Big
Exactly.
difference.
He tried
Exactly.
to murder me.
What if that child grew up to be Adolf Hitler, but in this universe? Ah.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
That okay. Cracks me.
We're just gonna sit by the fire for a bit and then go to sleep. I'll go to sleep on the other side of the cart.
So with the non-child murderer gang,
Sure.
who is with
Ron will
child
keep
murderer
watching.
gang and who is with the non-child murderer gang?
I mean, I guess we're child murderer again. Just
The way you phrase it is kind of leading.
Just because you do not care at all and you just sit somewhere.
She is
So you sit next to
Yes.
child murderer That means you're now a child murderer.
No, you support child murder.
Yeah, child murdering is definitely transitive.
Yeah, but at least not everyone is sitting with a child murderer. But some people are, some people are not.
For the record, if everyone would have gone to not sleep with Drogo, just to keep an eye on.
Laran will keep watch.
Kira, make a wisdom. No, make a law check. I'll just call it law check. I think
Law check.
just like intelligence
History.
plus proficiency.
Are you
So
proficient in religion?
I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
If he is proficient in religion, you can just call it.
I mean, are you proficient with religion?
Let me check. Nope.
Yeah, then it's a law check. You have proficiency with law checks. Yeah.
I guess you just give him proficiency in religion.
I mean, he has specifically proficiency in checks regarding the law of the bureaucrats. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess it makes sense that would be separate.
it's not really religion checks because religion would be religions, but specifically this. Yeah, but sure.
I
Oh.
got you.
All good.
wouldn't his religion be law? So,
Hmm.
kind of checks out, maybe.
I mean, yeah, but religion is like all religions. All religions together is the religion check,
Okay,
and about his own religion, so to speak.
okay.
But sure. All good, all good. And you take a long rest, everyone. Drogo, make a wisdom save.
So I'm just gonna throw something out there. Does Drogo find a dagger for some reason?
A deck.
Because I've been meaning to get rid of this thing.
Well, no, but Drogo also
No
escaped
luck.
nightmares. There are no nightmares for Drogo. Drogo is sleeping as sound as a baby.
Or as a child.
As a
Oh
baby.
God.
Baby.
Yeah, if you were sleeping as a child, you would have committed suicide. So
All right, night watch. Who takes the first watch in the night?
Me.
actually, yeah,
Oh, you can as well. I don't care.
I was gonna say Ervan probably just keeps his eye open for the first
All
Okay,
right,
then
hour
you
and a
will
half.
take the first.
roll ahead and take perception.
I'll take second.
First watch.
He is not in a very good vantage point, so he sees everything. But he definitely keeps his eye open.
All good. A few moments later, does a 15 hit you?
If I'm not wearing
Laran.
a shield, Oh.
No.
There's
Actually, not.
There's an arrow that just lands right next to you in the dirt.
It doesn't hit me because of my half plate, so it just maybe plinks off of my half plate.
Top of your house.
do we notice this? I assume it clanks off the half plate.
Laran notices this. It's not loud enough.
Laran will probably wake up because that still kind of hurts. It's like if you wear bulletproof vest and you get shot. It's still not very comfortable.
Arrows don't have as much potency as bullets, but
Yeah.
I mean, half plate doesn't have as much potency as a vest, so
yep. Check
What?
that.
he puts on his glasses to see in the dark.
You see
Ooh.
about 10 people readying their weapons and another bow.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me!
Motherfucker.
There's a 15 hit you.
Motherfucker.
There's an arrow that just lands right next to you in the dirt.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me! screaming there.
3 guys with crossbows shoot at you, and none of them hit.
Yeah, I'll probably just parry that with my sword.
Alright.
I'm gonna rage
Everyone,
and charge them.
everyone, roll initiative.
Alright.
Do we go to
Yeah, but probably
the
not.
place, or are we just doing this?
We'll just do this here.
Sure.
The-
That's not easy.
I think mine is the 7, or is... Yeah, right?
No, you can tell by the plus
No,
4
wait.
plus 2.
Which one is mine?
Yours is the one that has a plus 2.
So
Huh.
Evan goes last. Ran goes first.
Oh, that one. Oh, okay.
Drogo goes between Laran and enemy. And Kira goes behind enemy. Come on, I am having trouble here. Kira. Should be like this, no?
First Laran, second me, then me, then Cure, then.
Like this. Like this. Alright,
And
Laran.
Artie?
Oh, Ati.
Sorry, microphone's cutting in and out. What was that?
Initiative.
Oh,
Just Laran, you take your action.
Alright. How far?
Not very far. You could get there within a turn.
Okay. 40 feet of movement?
20 feet.
Do I reach them with 40 feet of movement?
You reach them with 20 feet.
Okay. I will charge to towards the first guy, and just I'm not trying to murder them. I'm just trying to knock at them out and just scream at them. I just had a fucking bad day. Just fuck off, and just hit him twice. Whatever
Go
comes in front of me.
Go ahead.
All right. Also reckless.
Go ahead.
You. Does an 18 hit?
Hit.
Okay. 2d6 plus 6. 16 damage.
You're real mad.
You wanted to hit him twice?
That's only the first strike, and that's not even with the radiant damage.
How much radiant damage?
A d. It's 1d6, right?
Yeah.
It's 1d6 plus 3.
Alright, go ahead.
Not the 5 radiant damage.
You didn't want to kill him, but you instantly decapitate him.
Can I not just fucking hit him with the flat side of the sword across the head?
You dealt enough damage to overkill him by his own health.
Oh.
You can either decapitate him, or you can bash his head in so that he loses his head.
Let's do the
You're
latter.
a bit too mad.
I'm a bit. I'm very mad at the minute. They tried to kill me. I just had a very bad day.
The
Another
blunt,
attack.
the blunt part of your sword just goes right through the head.
Seeing that, I will then use my great sword as warhammer.
Yeah. You hit the guy right next to him.
That's a 26 hit. 80, 10 plus 6. That's a d11. 10 damage.
Knock him out instantly.
Alright. That's my turn. What up?
Alright, who's next?
Me.
Drogo, you are asleep.
You probably heard me scream.
Yeah.
Just a bit.
I mean, he is still asleep and he wakes up next turn. So
Okay.
for now nothing. And what the enemies do, they just start screaming, turn around, and run away. Two guys are standing within your reach, so you can take attacks of opportunity if you want. They are dashing away. They are just dashing away. Do you want to take an attack of opportunity against one of them?
I can, only attack one of them, and I will do that with Sentinel. So does a 17 hit?
A 17 hits.
All right. 14 damage. Holy fuck.
Knockout.
All right.
You just took off the top of the head of one guy and knocked out two others. And the guys are just running away.
Yeah, seeing how I smashed through one of their heads, I would just probably like break their ribs. Just focusing their torso.
Well, does anyone want to run after them or shoot them with long-ranged weapons as they run away?
I'll go
Nah,
up to the
they're
one
not
that fell to
kids.
the ground. And
Alright. Out of initiative with that.
I'll lay on hands him for 2 hit points.
One of the two that lies on the ground just gets up and just looks at you terrified.
Poor choice. I'll lift him up and let him go.
He just runs away.
Poor choice of lifestyle.
Before you can say that he's already gone if you don't do anything about it.
Oh no, he I'm fine.
Can I grab him by the scruff of his neck and look at him again with the same look as that I gave them earlier?
Do athletics.
Okay. D20 plus 7. Also, let's just keep 1. 24.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Don't
Next
don't
time.
kill him, please.
Don't try to rob people. For fuck's sake, throw him away.
He doesn't really say anything, he just runs away.
Ran goes to angry sleep.
There is still one guy lying on the floor bleeding out.
I have an
Not my
idea.
concern. I had enough.
Lahorn, you wanna bring him?
Okay. All right.
And I'll go to the house with the guys.
With what guys?
The farmers.
I mean, there's still a guy bleeding out, and there's a guy dead.
Oh, there are 2 guys that were bleeding out. Sorry, I'll lay on hands to the second one as well.
Okay, he was stabilized, and then you lay on hands and he's back up again. Just stares at you again, terrified as he was just. He stood there. Then the guy comes charging, takes off the head of one of his friends, then knocks down his other friends, seemingly killing him, and then just bashing him into the chest as well.
Don't forget, I'm also invincible.
Oh, yeah, and that as well.
Poor choice. And I'll leave.
You let him run away?
Unless Lahorn comes up.
He runs away.
I will
I'll hold him
flick
for a
in
second.
Alright, you
He's
have.
dead now. I'll
you
go
have-
to the guy who's dead.
Alright.
And can I lift him? I assume I can.
We do a strength check.
Yeah, I would try.
Yeah. You try to pick him up, and you get him on your shoulder, and then you collapse, and he lies on top of you.
Can I, seeing that, try to make it so everyone thinks he's carrying it, but I'm actually just kind of grabbing him?
Make
Well, I specifically want to put him on top of Ifok and
Okay.
make a strength deception check.
So just athletics. Okay, seems good. Oh wait, no. Never mind.
Deception.
It's not like a strength saving throw.
Yeah. You
Alright.
can.
Nice. Hey,
He does not notice that you are helping him.
Sure.
good old passive perception.
And I'll go with the fakir to the farmer's house.
All right. You knock.
Yeah, I'll knock.
The farmer comes out and looks at you. His eyes red in the moonlight.
This man just tried to attack us. I can only assume he was responsible. Wanted to make sure you knew.
He just punches the dead guy,
Yeah, I get out of the way. Like, let him do it.
and he deals 3 damage to the dead corpse. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm sorry
No
for
issue.
this. Anything we can help you with?
No need. Just thought you would like to know. And
He
I'll tell the
smiled.
fakir to turn around.
He
And I'll
smiled.
just leave.
May the green be with you. And he closes the door behind himself. And as you move away with the corpse on Alifkir.
And then I'll
Return.
I'll return to the camp and leave the horse in a tree, but I'll clean it and just make it look dignified. So if they ever find it again, they can bring it back and bury them.
Oh, the
Like
guy.
wash it a bit. Yeah, the dead.
Yeah, okay. I mean, as much as you can make a guy without the top of his head look dignified.
I assume I found the top of the head, so I like put it beside, put it like he's holding it.
Make a deception check. Not deception, make a dexterity check. General dexterity check. You know what? It looks dignified. He's dignified. Sure, why not? Guy without his top of his head is dignified. And you get back to the camp?
I'll just nod to Lahran and go back to sleep.
Alright. Who takes next watch?
Me, because I got shot.
Take the watch.
Sorry, Kira. Unless you want to insist.
That's fine.
He takes the sleep. Yeah.
53. What?
Yeah. You notice nothing?
Cool.
Your watch ends. Wait, that is a natural 20? I just noticed that right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I will wake
Yeah,
up.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Uh,
Why is
yeah.
there a 30? Why is there a roll for plus 33?
I have no clue. Just let him be.
I'm just coping with my mental breakdown earlier. Alright, going ahead. Last watch, Kira?
Sure.
Watch them.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Well, in the moonshine, you sit there, leaning against your book, next to the child murderer. And well, contemplating things, make a wisdom check. Wisdom check?
Yeah, sure. I don't know. It's escape. Can someone else do that?
16? Yeah. Universe staring at you again. So how are you doing?
Is the universe talking again?
So it would seem.
I don't remember how we concluded last time.
I think we didn't really conclude at all.
Mm.
Who knows?
Insight
Maybe
check on the universe.
make an insight check on the universe.
Is the universe a thing that's real? Good insight. Shit.
The universe realizes that you tried to insight check and realizes the question, is anything real? And just stands back and says, well, what is real?
I
Are you real?
look around in the darkness. Do I see anything?
With the earlier roll, no, just and a bit of the road as the light of the campfire illuminates.
Can I walk like 20 meters down the road and just look back at the campfire?
You can.
Still there?
Still there. The universe still staring at you. You know that you can just end this conversation anytime you want.
How so?
Hmm?
How so?
Well, you answer that question.
Good God, this is so silly. Okay, I'll go back and sit back next to the campfire.
The universe still staring at you.
Bloody universe, bloody staring at me. I'll stop making notes out of pure anger and stare into the darkness, mildly miffed.
What is the matter? Do you not like me? Do I annoy you?
You're a bit bloody irritating, aren't you? I mean, you don't exist, but do you exist? I don't know. I don't know these things. I should know. It's my job to know.
I mean, some would say that your voice exists, but you don't. Some say that not even your voice exists. Some say that nothing exists. Some say that everything exists.
Well, the most logical point of view is to follow the common consensus and then work from there. So, following that, this doesn't make sense.
But is the consensus correct?
Okay, I think we found the title for the episode. This doesn't make sense.
Common consensus.
Is the common consensus even real?
It doesn't matter if it's real. It just matters that it's commonly agreed upon and it follows by the rules. This could not be anything. This could be nothing. But it does not matter until it can be proved otherwise. And it cannot. So good day to you, sir.
Nothing matters till you kill a kid.
With you, good day to you, sir. The universe just seems to close its figurative eye and just says back, well, good night would be more fitting, but we will meet again. Goodbye.
Bloody explain yourself. Maybe a bit more inclined to pleasantries.
Well, it's a long watch, and
Should have asked if the universe condoned of killing kids.
and well, after just an eternity later, through contemplating stuff, the sun slowly rises, and with this new morning, well, you are hopeful that the next day will be less bloody, or maybe more bloody, whatever you prefer. And with this hope, we will end today's session here. And I thank you all for being here and for not condoning child murder.
Can I just add something real quick?
Certainly, certainly.
Kira is